Africa, 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 Nigeria, 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 Nigeria. So because President Trump have made a statement now in his truth, against Nigeria, you think all those is for us? My dear brother, this is long time project. CIA, FBI can never tell you that they are not aware of what brought in Boko Haram, bandits, and everything that is happening, not only in the Southeast, but mostly in the Christian states. They won't tell you they don't know. The weapons they are using do not fall from heaven. And there's no any place they are producing weapon that America is not in control. Both the ones that Russia having, anybody that they don't want the thing to get to their hand will never get to their hand. You see this genocide they are crying in Nigeria now. You see this genocide. It's a long-term agenda that they're having. It's either they will use it to disintegrate Nigeria, or they will use it to hypnotize again, either create a president that can still continue to rule them, to work for them. Because you see, the coming of President Bola Tinubu is never for the good of Africans. It was when he came in that Brian Traore was able to break out and begin to help his people. Russia and America is fighting on who owns Africa. And of course, because they have not tested the power or the leadership of the Russians, the Africans are rushing to the Russians now, which America actually know. The creating of BRIC that Nigeria joined have caused more wahala. So now, look at what is on the board. You see this genocide of a thing they are committing against Christians in Nigeria is real. Yes, we know. But when you take it properly, you discover that these are the tools in the hand of the West. You're coming to save us as if you actually want Nigeria to be free. How many people have they sent to come to Nigeria here to discuss this with the government? But instead of that, they will soon do to Nigeria what they did to Russia and what they did to the Libyans. What happened to the Libya? Since what's his name? Obama came to free the Libyans. What is happening in Libya? May such not happen to us. Look at the Egyptians that freed themselves, the Tunisians that freed themselves, and other Africans that fought, and then their leaders were able to submit, and this is better there. So mind you now, when America will come to free us, which I know they are prepared, because why? Bola Tinubu was not able to hold their property for them, which is Nigeria. They will be coming to take their property, and the only way they will take it is to tell us that they are committing genocide against Nigerians. They are doing this, they are doing that. They created the Islamic Bank. The Islams are using it to help their people. America cannot create an American bank in Nigeria. They can use to be helping Nigeria. Actually, it's okay. But you know what I have to say? Everybody, I know some people come here to insult me, should know in this my video is this. Genocide is being committed in Nigeria for real. But those who are coming to free us cannot tell us that they don't know what to do if actually they want the genocide to stop. It is not coming. Yes, we want Nigeria to divide, When they divided Soviet Union, what become of them since then up to now by the Americans? When America divided Soviet Union, what become of them? What become of the Soviet Union that made Russia not to say, come rain, come sun, they must take Ukraine back? I pray such don't happen to us. Every good that America is bringing have more, one good have more than 50 bad at the back. Africa is about to go into another second time slavery now. Because why? Nigeria greediness and power to be we are the one between the north and the west have kept us, have kept us in that condition. Because if they allow a genuine leader that came from other part of this Nigeria to spring, they would have not, the west will not be able to perfect this their plan. But they knew very well that if somebody like Peter Obi should be in power, they won't succeed in doing this because things will be fixed. So, genocide is being committed in Nigeria. Americans is coming to help. If you're a Christian, you're not coming because they are a Christian. They are coming to continue enslaving and sitting upon me and you. So think deep before you accept whatever thing you see on the social media. Because why? Everything that is happening is a plan, already planned. It's already planned something. It's already planned something. Yeah, they are there. Nnamdi Kanu is holding British passport when they arrested him. They never say anything. They never come for his rescue. America never come for his rescue. They won't say that they don't hear since then that they are shouting, free man Nnamdi Kanu, God have freed the man. But they won't say anything. Because it is part of the instrument they're going to use. That since the court passed this young man to go, why are you still holding him? Then people will say, they are speaking for us. Oh, Ghana, their property that they come to protect. Have that at the back of your mind. My name is that much I say. Whichever way it goes, may God keep us alive to see the end of all this things. But this problem is caused between the Hausas and the Yorubas. Because why? They believe they are only Nigerians that are born to rule. Other part of this country, they no fit to rule. That one is their business. But all I'm saying is this. We should not all be fooled. Some people need to understand the fact that's on ground.
say why invade Nigeria, more not talk fast, more know how we dey pack things. Are they going to invade this country? Because recently now I no understand wetin dey go on. More na help me tag President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now for only your regime, na citizens dey plan lepa. Only your regime, na military dey plan coup. Only your regime, na US wan invade Nigeria. Please, I'm asking for the last time for me and 99 others. Is USA planning to come into this country? More na talk fast. Cotonou border still dey open. More now we say the package. Because you people keep embarrassing us. If you have lived up to your responsibility, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we will not be discussing with US, and US will be calling us a disgraced nation. That's what they said. The disgraced nation. Now we they can't use disgrace, they rub for face. A disgraced nation. That is what. Why would they call us a disgraced nation? When 2023 foreign observers that came to observe the election went back to report that was not an election but a crime scene, why would they not see us as a joke? Of course they will see us as a joke. You think they don't see the issues going on in the country and how you people are nonchalant and wicked towards your citizens? You think they don't see it? They see it. Even the justice for China, one are not great pullmans, they see it. Now one citizen, in fact this part of the video is for those people saying that Donald Trump will not try it, and US shut up about so not going to put us in trouble. Oswald, they will not try it because your father and Lord Lugard, you have forgotten that is it last 2 years. I mean, when was that? One US citizen was kidnapped. One, not before boss, not because star boss, not before community as we dey here for Nigeria. One US citizen was kidnapped in Nigeria. Do you know what they did? Because they knew that Nigerian soldiers are too incapacitated to go after the bandits. These people sent 6 soldiers, only 6. They invaded this country. They went to the den of the thieves inside the where the people are staying and rescued their one citizen. One, I'm talking about one. They killed all the kidnappers, took their citizen and moved. They invaded, they broke diplomatic ties, they entered our country, saved their person and went back for one US citizen. So if they tell you they're going to come, use your tongue to count your teeth and give me the direction to flee. Not the fucking focus. If you people would just treat us right, just treat us right. At least now, by tomorrow or this week, show us 200 dead body of Boko Haram. Yes, on the ground. Show us that your military is working. No, with the evidence, tag Donald Trump, they tell us, they say, oh, they don't start to work for us, so thank you. But now, citizens tagging another president, come and help them. You are that failed. When scholars are lecturing them that these people coming to help you is not because they like you, be aware that you have natural resources. They are saying, make them take, make we feel survive.
Good morning, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name remains Just Aditon. I cannot explain this period. I cannot define it. Whether it is a period of fear, a period of panic, or a period of liberation has come. President Trump, via a Twitter message, not entourage, not delegate expense paid trip, not letter, just a social media communication, has passed a message to us that they are going to release or coming to take our country, or there is going to be war. However he has put it, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you boldly told all of us that you are tired of our insults, and then you have avoided social media at all costs because you don't want to have high blood pressure. Welcome, high blood pressure. That is supposed to kill only our president, but is about to gulp the nation at once now. Every day we come out on the space of this media, shouting, screaming, crying about insecurity on our children, about religion, about safety for our young girls and our boys, about the fact that people are dying in hunger. Our own government failed to listen to us. Lai Mohammed told you people a lie that everything is AI. You people think it's content creation. You people think it's clouting. You think we need attention, we need money, we are hungry. Not understanding that it is about humanity and our people. One man raised his voice against the killing of Christians. The whole world has listened to him. And Trump has shown the supremacy of power. And you people are still talking about sovereignty. There is nothing called political sovereignty. This is the voice of the lower level against the voice of the high and mighty. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't know how you became president, whether it is by hijacking or by rigging, or by ambition or by cruelty. But listen to the voice of the masses. Nothing must happen to us in this country. We have cried and screamed enough. It is not about APC. It is not about us as a family. This is not Lagos that belongs to you and I. This is Nigeria that belongs to everybody. This is the giant of Africa that all eyes are on us. All of a sudden now, the Minister of Communication knows where CNN is. All of a sudden now, you people now have become content creators like us. The official Asiwaju Tinubu page on Instagram was contracted to some people. The same random mockery that told us that you are a drug baron. The same random mockery that fights every political parties just to favor one person has suddenly become the mouthpiece of Nigeria instead of the president himself. When last did you grant presidential statements? When last did you engage journalists? When last did you do any presidential briefing? Trump communicated only through WhatsApp, through Twitter. The mouthpiece of the global face, of the global stage. You ignored everybody. Asiwaju, it is not about the ambition to become the president. Your ambition is supposed to be to serve Nigerians and save us. Have you forgotten in 2014, January 29, this same you, Asiwaju, during Goodluck Jonathan, you said it that they were killing Christians. Can you see the outcome of Muslim tickets? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't know how you appointed Minister of State, Minister of Defense, let me list them, Minister of Intergovernment, all of you ministers. I don't know who you paid to. I don't know who you found, how you found your way there. But it is either you resign now, or Asiwaju should sack you and let them employ competent people. Asiwaju, Nigeria must not go down. Nothing must happen to us. This is not about tribalism. This is about we as a nation. This is about our motherland. This is about the masses. This is about the insecure. Nigeria is no longer home. Everybody in Canada, America, everybody, they call those places their home because home is where there is safety. Home is where the government feels the pain of the common man. Home is where the government understands its responsibility and not its titles. Minister of Foreign Affairs, you failed to initiate contact with American counterparts. All of you, what you people have been doing, end this Boko Haram rehabilitation program. End Boko Haram rehabilitation program now. You are doing peace meeting. You failed to do peace meeting. You failed. Asiwaju, you have failed. The best thing for you to do now is to accept failure and begin to reconstruct and reconsider saving this country. Nobody should attack us. There is nothing called political sovereignty anymore. I wrote some things down. And I want you to share it. Interstate grazing should stop. Interstate grazing should stop with immediate effect. Publicly ban headsmen from carrying AK-47. This killing of Muslims has been going on. They call it Boko Haram. They call it insurgency. They call it all sorts. As you lay your bed, so you lie on it. You see, the way you sat down, the way you are looking, the way you portrayed yourself on the chair is the same way the international organization has snapped you and they are addressing Nigeria. You people now understand that this is a generation called woke. I call this English all the time. It is not about hierarchy of power. It is about listening to the masses. Are you willing to open your ears now? Are you willing to save this country? Asiwaju, nothing must happen to us. All of us are apprehensive now. Go to that page called Official Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Everybody is there now calling for Trump to make it faster than expected because everybody is tired. 61% of Nigerians are living in poverty. I did a video a few days ago. I told you 2027 should be the cheapest election. If only you listen to the voice of the people. You surround yourself with sycophants. People who cannot tell you the truth. People who don't give you daily briefings. People who don't understand, who don't report to you. Shayi, you go to the north all the time. You share rice. You share money to secure 2027 election. Have you for once told Papa that things are happening, that people are dying? Onyibo people do not understand massacre. They don't see it. It is not a norm for them. We have accepted dying daily. 700 and something die today. 500 die tomorrow. Our children are being molested. A whole Minister of Women Affairs told me a few days ago that I'm rude because I am asking for the state to take responsibility of Ochayan's death. Ochayan's death is just one out of millions of children that the society has failed. And how did the society fail them? There is this Child Right Act that is supposed to be in effect, fully loaded. But we have a Child Right Act that is empty and has failed thousands and millions of children. I've said it countless times. If I don't do cases of child molestation, I do nothing less than 4 million in a day. Minister of State, Minister of Defense, Minister of Intergovernment Affairs, Minister of Communication, all of you should get out of those offices. You are incompetent. Now you are running from pillar to post, but you ignore that we're shouting. You think it's easy to be shouting? You think it's easy to be coming on the media space all the time, complaining? You turn deaf ears to us. But the international society has not turned deaf ears, because this is about we as human beings and not about we as Nigerians. This is not about we as APC. This is not about we as Lagosians. Ashiwaju, I have told you countless times, you own Lagos. Nobody is contending with you. You don't own Nigeria. You cannot rule Nigeria the way you are ruling Lagos. You cannot give instructions in Nigeria. You have to listen to the people. Take the people's emotion, security, safety, voice into consideration. Look at where we are now. Ashiwaju, nothing must happen to us. Nothing must happen to the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The blood of everybody is hanging on your neck. Our safety is hanging on your neck, Bogu. This is not about greed to gain power. This is the call to serve humanity. Accept defeat. Apologize to Nigerians. Seek for time. Begin to engage the journalists. Begin to engage citizens. This country is for us. It is ours. Ile mama waniyo, ile baba waniyo, ile oyi, ile wara. Nigeria, it is our own. It is not for we, the Ashiwaju clan. It is not for APC. It is for the masses, the common man, the Muslims and the Christians.
Miss, let me tell you something. Since God created you people and brought you to Nigeria to come and be dominating Nigeria every time, Fulanis have ruled Nigeria for so many years. You are not tired. In the northern Nigeria today, 99.9% of people in government, in the National Assembly and in the state assemblies, as governors, they are all Fulanis. You are not satisfied. You must always prove that you are a wicked people. I mean, you are wicked people. The worst mistake you would have made in your life is for you to execute and kill Tinubu for that coup that just that was aborted. Let me tell you, don't try it. For those who are still having such thoughts in their heart, don't try it. If you kill, see, that time had gone. If you kill any Southern president because you want to take over power, the Nigeria will be separated. This country, no, you cannot stop. You did not win the civil war. Nobody, the federal troop did not win the civil war. Let me tell you. The federal troop alone cannot defeat the Biafra. So if you try and do that mistake of saying you want to execute coup and kill a certain president, or like Tinubu for now, that means that will be the end of Nigeria. Everybody will divide. The southeast will go, the south side will go, the southwest will go, the middle west will go, the middle belt will go. Then you, Fulani, you will go back to Niger and rule your country, because he cannot come and take over. No Fulani man can succeed any coup in this country again. So you better know this and let it be inside your heart that if you try it again, you will never succeed and you will be killed. And if you try it and succeed, we will leave you so that you will rule your own people with your cow. Idiot.
Thank you, Mr. President, for declaring Nigeria a country of particular concern. But I'd like to suggest certain ways I think you can help Nigerians and Nigeria. Number one, revoke the American visas of Nigerian government officials who have sided with Islamic terrorism in Nigeria. This is Bashir Ahmed, a former presidential aide. He posted this on Twitter. It is an honor to be called an Islamic extremist in 2024. Radical animals like this should have no access to America. It is in your best interest to revoke the American visas of people like this because they are Islamic extremists and they are so proud to be called that, as we can clearly see. Revoke the visas of Nigerian government officials who are not combating Islamic terrorism in Nigeria. A lot of them go to America to have children, to raise their children, while leaving Nigeria in shambles. They move around with armed security, leaving common Nigerians to be victims of Islamic terrorism. Please revoke their visas. It will not be unfair and unjust to revoke visas of people who clearly support violence, who clearly support extremism, people who clearly are profiting off the lives of Christians in Nigeria dying. Revoke their visas. Number two, can you also launch an investigation into the properties they own in America and how they acquired it? It's very sad that we have a lot of corrupt politicians in Nigeria, and I'm very sure that a lot of them bought properties in America cash with stolen money, dirty money from money laundering. So two things: revoke their visas, launch an investigation into the properties that they have in America. A lot of them are criminals, a lot of them are corrupt, and they don't have any place in a civilized country like America. So why not just throw them out? And maybe if you do this, trust me, they'll begin to prioritize safety and the security of Nigerian Christians. Thank you.
People claiming that there is no genocide of Christians in the nation. Information with facts can never be thwarted. You see people buried in hundreds and you say there is no genocide. What a wicked set of people. Agreed, there are people killed in other places for other reasons, but this one is very clear, and gradually is eating down to the south, southwest, southeast, and many so-called leaders for their personal interests are claiming it's not true, selling out their faith if they have it at all. Jesus said, when I come, will I find the faith? And we are standing here to say to Jesus, the faith will keep standing. I like us to pray for our brethren in Plateau State, in Benue State, that the Lord will keep them in the faith. Raise your voice in a few seconds. Father, strengthen the brethren in the Middle Belt, in the Northeast. We fight against every force against the faith. The faith of Jesus shall not be abolished.
All right, so during the 2022 campaign for the 2023 election, there were a lot of rumors about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu saying they wear pampers because in the peaceful body, they even call him shaky daddy. So they say Tinubu no they fit to become the president. At the end of the day, he later became the president. And then they now said, it was all rumor, it was never true. That time na rumor. With the kind of pressure where Donald Trump, they give Tinubu this period. He go need that pampers because there's no way he no go peace for body this period. Dude. The pressure is hot. So, according to the news, as you can see, Trump threatens military action in Nigeria over protection of Christians. Tinubu dey hot seat. This is what Trump said. If the Nigerian government continues to allow the buying of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into the now disgraced country and blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious and sweet, just like the terrorist dog attack our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast. Oh boy, see threats. There's no way Tinubu no go peace somebody. I see a lot of people celebrating, oh, Donald Trump is coming to rescue Nigeria, you know. But at the end of the day, it's his aim actually to protect the Christians. Because whether you like it or not, this whole thing is a game of interests. But I like the pressure that they are giving to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Before I come to Donald Trump, I love the pressure because he did the same thing when Goodluck Jonathan was in power. Just because they wanted Goodluck out, they were pushing different agenda, different things in order to get Goodluck out of power. As you can see, he said a lot of things. Number one, let's look at the first one. So this is what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said. He said, the buying of Christians worshippers is strongly condemnable. It calls to question competence of Jonathan to protect Nigeria. An attack to Jonathan using the Christians, right? He also made a lot of tweets to target Jonathan and to target his regime, right? He said, on the matter of security, the buck stops at the president's table. Like in other countries, Jonathan is the chief security officer. Stop Boko Haram. He also made this tweet, a military and police force assembled and paid by the Jonathan government, and PDP cannot serve national interests but their paymasters. He also said the sheer number of unemployed youth who turned out for job at NIS and the tragic buy in the albatross on the neck of Jonathan's government. The Kano attack is a sad reminder that we live in an unsafe country. It's a wake-up call for the Jonathan government. We must confront terrorism. So the same thing now, they put Jonathan for hot seat, bah, bah, bah. And at the end of the day, all this tweet was made in 2014. Then in 2015, Jonathan was kicked out of power. Then APC came into power. So this pressure, whether they give her a like her. But now let's come to Donald Trump. What is Donald Trump's interest in Nigeria? And how do you just wake up in the morning and say, oh, I care about the Christians in Nigeria, let's go and help them? There's definitely interest. But now let's quickly look at something. Have you noticed that all the travel when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu they do, they go America? For some reason, it goes to France, goes to UK, goes to this, goes to China, goes to almost everywhere, but it never goes to America. It does not like to go there. As a matter of fact, you cannot even see a picture of Donald Trump and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why? What's going on? What is the beef? What is going on with Americans, with the American government and Nigerian government? It don't seem to be... Do you understand? Now, but if you go back, you see that Buhari and Donald Trump gets something. But before Buhari and Donald Trump start to get something, something happened. Now, the first visit Buhari made to Donald Trump was on the 30th of April 2018. Meanwhile, Donald Trump became the president in 2017. Now, in that 2017, after he became the president, he made some statements. Now, as you can see, let's start with the visit. On the 30th of April 2018, former President Muhammadu Buhari visited the White House. At the time, Buhari was the first sub-Saharan head of state to visit American President Donald Trump at the White House since he took office in 2017. So he took office in 2017. In 2018, Buhari went to go and see him. But before Buhari went to go and see him, the meeting happened a few months after Trump allegedly made derogatory remarks about African countries. At the press conference, Buhari responded cautiously to the question about Trump's remark. So Donald Trump said some things. Then they were not asking Buhari that, but Donald Trump said these things. Do you understand? Alpha. But Buhari was very cautious and he didn't really say anything. Now, what did Donald Trump say about African countries? He referred to Haiti, an African nation, as shithole country. Around January 2018, he referred to African countries as shithole countries, right? Then the African Union, as you can see on BBC, Donald Trump must apologize for the comment, African Union. So they asked him to apologize. Then after all of this, you know, in April, this whole thing happened around December 2017 to like 2018. Then in January, he made the statement. In April, then Buhari went to the US to go and visit him. Now, this is a video of the visit, as you can see. Now, they spoke about a lot of things, right? They spoke about a lot of things. And then when he left, when Buhari left, Donald Trump now praised Buhari. This is what he said. Trump praised Buhari leadership in the fight against terrorism, highlighting Nigeria's battles against Boko Haram. He also noted that Nigeria was among the first African countries to join the coalition against ISIS and was leading regional efforts to combat ISIS in West Africa. Now, after they spoke about terrorism a little, but they now spoke about the main interesting part, about the economy. Now, you people need to understand that Nigeria is a country of interest to all the world powers. All the European countries, Nigeria is a country of interest because we have a lot of natural resources with bad leaders. Understand that Nigeria is a country of interest, a very big interest. But this is part of the meeting.
Support. Thank you very much. Thank you. Today I'm honored to host President Buhari of Nigeria at the White House, right here in the beautiful Rose Garden. President Buhari, I want to thank you very much for traveling to Washington for these important discussions. It's a true pleasure to welcome you to our nation's capital. Nigeria is the largest democracy in Africa. As I conveyed to President Buhari in our discussions, the United States deeply values and appreciates Nigeria's role as a strong democratic leader in the region. The United States is currently working to expand trade and commercial ties with African nations, including Nigeria, to create jobs and wealth in all of our countries. We hope to be the economic partner of choice for nations across the continent and all around the world. And you see what's happening with respect to trade and the United States. We are being respected again. I hope all African countries and countries throughout the world that we also will be supporting you and that they will likewise support us in our bid, along with Canada and Mexico.
After the meeting, they talk about economy and blah, blah, blah. Buhari shall go. Now, let's come to Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump became the president, the 45th president of the United States from 2017 to 2021. From 2017 to 2021, in 2018, Imam Buhari don't turn paddy, right? Imam Buhari became paddy in 2018. Now, let's look at the Boko Haram attacks from 2017 to 2021. Right? From 2017, this is the amount of people that Boko Haram buy. Over 220 in that 2017. There were 280 in that 2017 when Donald Trump became the president of America. In 2018 that he met Buhari, over 250. He didn't say anything. In 2019, over 280. He didn't say anything. He didn't say he was coming to come and save Christians. In 2020, over 280. He didn't say anything. Then in 2021, when he was leaving office, it reduced to like 70, 80%. Now, if you notice, again, we're talking about America now. If you notice, it was high. The attack was high in 2014 and 2015. This was when Goodluck was the president, right? That time, Obama was the president of the United States. And Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was the president of Nigeria. Now, after Goodluck left power, Goodluck said this.
The level of interference by the Obama's government was very overwhelming. It's not as if I couldn't have won the election even with that. But if, by my own thinking, and also the way some other people look at it, they go outside the normal diplomatic relationship, then it should be mentioned. Sending that person to Nigeria at the eve of election, after Obama even issued a statement directing Nigerians to vote for the next chapter, that tells you something. And we should not sweep this things under the carpet. If a foreign country, or the African country, or even America or any other country interferes with our own elections, we should mention it. Immediately the Chibok issue came up, we expect Nigerians to be concerned. How do we get these girls out? Within a couple of days, we saw people going to the US would bring back our girls' placards. How? Why? And of course, the Mrs. Obama received one of those placards. I cannot take responsibility for the abduction. I don't control Boko Haram. They are criminals. But as a president, of course, you know, it's not the president that go to the field. You have security and intelligence officers that do the work. Let me admit that, yes, maybe they do their best, but their best was not good enough for us to recover the girls. That does not mean that I'm trying to remove myself from any blame. Yes, I may not be blamed for the action, but I could be blamed that my security and intelligence system are not strong enough to be able to...
Now, if you notice, from what Goodluck is trying to say, that the whole Boko Haram attack and the Chibok girls is political. And indirectly, it's kind of pointing hands towards the United States. Now, if you look at it, it looks like Obama refused to do something. Good luck. And they come and they make video. Good luck refused. Okay, no problem. All right. So it looks like Good luck refused to do something that they want. Like I said, it's always about interest. Good luck refused to do something that they want. A day before the presidential election, this U.S. Secretary of State came to visit Buhari. Not just that, Good luck had stylishly told Nigerians to vote for the next chapter, which is to vote for Buhari. Now, this is where Obama had encouraged Nigerians to vote for the next chapter. Now, this is where he said it.
Hello. Today I want to speak directly to you, the people of Nigeria. Nigeria is a great nation, and you can be proud of the progress you've made. Together you've won your independence, emerged from military rule, and strengthened democratic institutions. You've strived to overcome divisions and turn Nigeria's diversity into a source of strength. You've worked hard to improve the lives of your families and to build the largest economy in Africa. Now you have a historic opportunity to help write the next chapter of Nigeria's progress by voting in the upcoming election.
Now, as you can see, he said you have an opportunity to vote for the next chapter, right? The next chapter was obviously Buhari. Now, when did they make this post? It was 23 May 2025. When was the presidential election? When was the presidential election? The presidential election was around March 29th. So he made this around March 20-something. And a day before our election, he sent a U.S. representative. Now, ask yourself a question. What is the interest of America? Where make them want to talk for our politics? There's definitely something that we don't know about. Now, Obama became the president of the United States 2009, right? From 2009 to 2017, he became the president. From that 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? In that old 8 years, guess what? Obama never touched down this country. But he's talking about our politics. But he never entered Nigeria for one day. You care about the people so much, but you never visited to see how the country is doing. But you care about Nigeria to the point where you are telling them it's not time to vote for the next chapter. Do you understand? Politics, interests. Maybe Good Luck was not willing to be a boy to the West. Do you understand? Now, let's move. In the history of Nigeria, how many American presidents have visited this country? And when was the last time an American president visited Nigeria? Now, let's look at it. The first time was March 31st and April 3rd, 1978. Jimmy Carter, right? Now, the next president was Clinton. He visited in year 2000. And George Bush visited in 2003. And that time was when OBJ was the president. So the last time they visited was in 2003. 2003 to 2023 is 20 years. 2023 to 2022, that's like 22 years ago was the last time an American president visited Nigeria. But guess what? They have so much interest and so much love for Nigeria. They love us so much, but they cannot visit. Now, do you know the craziest part? Each time an American president visits Nigeria, something changed. Our economy go down a little for their own to go up. When they visited the first time in 1978, $1 was 0.606 naira. It was not even up to $1 1 naira. The first time they visited, $1 was 0.606 naira. $1 no reach 1 naira. The second time they visited in year 2000, it has gone up. $1 was 85 naira. Then the third time they visited in 2003, $1 was 114 naira. For each visit, our economy crumbled. Now make it make sense. The British went carry us as boy, were colonize us. They command America from nowhere. Back body full this whole thing. Do you understand? They pack body food this whole thing. You see, then they say Donald Trump, he suddenly love Christians. Americans, and I see a lot of Americans tweeting, they want to come and save Nigeria. Bro, go and Google the Marshall Island. Go and do a research of the Marshall Island, Bikini Atoll. May you see what them do those people. Americans, they want test bomb. They face one place, test bomb. They throw them for one island where people they stay. After they throw the bomb for the island, they told them to go. Then later they now said, oh, the island is okay. The people came back. The chemical from the bomb finished those people. Oh, you know what? SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob Square. That village under SpongeBob where you see like that. That sponge, the SpongeBob gongo. Now the sponge of those bikini people. Those people where they from Marshall Island. All those things where they see under that place. A real life story that they do cartoon for under. Those life under. They care so much. How? How? It is politics. There's nothing like he wants to come and save Nigeria. Save Nigeria from what? From who? We're having security problem, yes. If they want to do it, they should go and do it. But this whole thing that you people think Donald Trump is a messiah or the Americans are messiah now, they won't come help you now. Bro, I may not like Tinubu, but bro, it goes beyond what you see. You people should be careful what you wish for. Let's look at Libya today. Although Tinubu is not doing as much as Gaddafi, you understand, Gaddafi is 10 times, 15, 100 times better than President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Right. Gaddafi was doing well for his people. Then these people came up one day and said, oh, why is he taking so much time on the throne? Why is he this? Why is he that? And at the end of the day, they buy Gaddafi. Now, Libya does not have a government. Libya does not have a government. They suffer. Be careful what you wish for. Now, they are making it look as if it's about the Christians. They are making it look as if it's about the Christians. Well, a lot of people are buying. For me, human beings are buying in Nigeria because of insecurity. For me, it's not even about tribe or religion. For me, human being, they buy. Human being, they buy. There's a need to find solution to the buying of Nigerians. That's how it is for me. Nigerians are buying, whether Christian or Muslim, everybody, they buy. That's for me. But if they say that na Christians, na in they buy, okay, and nationally welcome them. By the grace of God, all of us did together. But I want to tell you for free that this the way they see, there's more to it than meets the eyes. And why has Tinubu been avoiding that US? Why? You should think about all of this, you know. Those Americans want to see, so you think America want the best for you. And every day, dollar, naira, dollar, they appreciate against naira, you know. Then they block una from coming to their country. They make visa very hard. They make visa very hard for everybody to come. You love them so much, but you can't visit the country. You love the Christians so much, but you didn't bother to visit them. Anyways, may God help all of us. And a lot is happening in that country, you know. Not be which they say coup against Tinubu. Now, Trump don't come. Anyways, 20 elections still they come again. More they watch what they happen. You understand? But like I said, I like the pressure. In a nutshell, I like the pressure when Trump, they give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I hope he yield a very, very good result. Maybe the Nigerian government will sit up now. Maybe they'll sit up properly to make sure that they safeguard the lives of Nigerians. But at the end of the day, this is what Trump they do. It's a game of interest, not a game of love. Peace and love, don't play. If you play, go and learn, and you will learn the hard way. Don't play.